Well, hello there. Originally I was working on a totally different video. I was gonna talk about Mira and all the stuff that she brought to Legends of Runeterra, because Mira is a very interesting character when it comes to the universe of League of Legends. However, just yesterday we got news about Project L, and because Project L gets news once in a full moon, I decided, hey, why don't we do a good old reaction and then we talk about what's happening, because yeah, people like it when I rush these videos, so I'm totally ready for this. I have purposefully not watched the video yet, so this is a clean reaction, and I am very well ready to talk about details that no one cares about, such as what is happening in the background. Anyway, this is a dev diary where they focus on gameplay basics, and I really want to know what that is about, so I'll just dive in. Immediately. Just be ready for the fact that I'll pause a lot, because I already saw some art in the background. I was like, are they teasing stuff? Because in one of the early pieces for I believe Project L, there was Rise, but Rise was also once shown for Wild Rift, and I don't think he's there yet, so maybe I shouldn't be looking at that too much. Anyway, I'm ready for the gameplay.
Hi everyone, this is Tom from the Project L team. I'm back with our second promised update this year.
Okay, right before the end.
Our last two updates focused on the big picture. We're a free-to-play, tag team fighter set in the universe of Runeterra.
Yeah,
I know at this point you're probably itching for some details. So this time, we're gonna send the year off right with a deep dive into some of our core systems.
I believe this is the first time they actually went for a deep dive, because the last time we got basically the news around the fact that it's gonna be free-to-play, which no one was surprised. Every Riot game is free to play and they do monetization well, so I was very well ready for that. And besides that, I don't think they really announced anything big besides things that we kinda already knew.
But first, here's a quick update on Illaoi.
Of course, Illaoi. They revealed
Illaoi in our update last August.
Yes.
Back then, Illaoi was in the initial DNA phase of development, where designers, narrative writers, and artists explore concepts for the character's visuals, thematics, and overall kit design.
And she's very much close to her design in Ruined King, where she was awesome. Which also, the design in Ruined King is kind of close to what she just basically looks like, but
over the past few months, the team has taken Illaoi from concept to an early playable form.
Oh, that looks good.
Illaoi is now live in our internal playtests, with this early draft of her model and kit. What you're seeing here is about 30%.
Okay, so I will, hold on. Is there a character in the background?
Complete.
There is someone right there. So hold on, I will go through the video, sorry for pausing, and then we'll go back to this, because I will immediately dive into the background, because people think that, like, don't look at the background, who cares? No. We have actually big League of Legends writers, or sorry, we have big writers who are on League who are now on Project L. Project L actually has narrative. Scott Hawks is now the narrative lead at Project L, I believe, so yeah, even the stuff that's in the background, it's going to matter, because those guys, they really care about the story.
Right now, the team is focused on fully realizing her combat fantasy as a big body brawler and narrowing in on the mechanics of her tentacle attacks. I love this. Meanwhile, the art team continues to work on her model, animations, sound, and VFX.
Hold on.
She's still...
Again, I don't want to pause too much. Jeez, we are only 1 minute in. Are there... Okay, so it's 2D VFX using 3D models. So, for example, the splash is 2D, while it is a 3D model. It is a fully modeled tentacle, but it's 2D splash. It is the exact same technique they used for Ruined King, which worked beautifully. I mean, look at that. Look at that combination of the 3D model and the 2D splash. It looks amazing.
Combat fantasy as a big body brawler and narrowing in on the mechanics of her tentacle attacks.
Beautiful.
Meanwhile, the art team continues to work on her model, animations, sound, and VFX. She's still got a lot of work to be done, and that means it's time to talk about our big update for today, Project L's gameplay.
I'm ready, come on. Simple, we know it's simple, that's all we know. We know it's simple and new player friendly, which is extremely important, because no other fighting game really tackles that.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean Unconquerable Rivera, Game Director and Gameplay Design Lead for Project L. And I'm here to talk you through some of our core gameplay principles. We want to create a game where you can have fun right away while also rewarding you for the time you spend mastering it.
Exactly what I mentioned.
Is making sure our champions have fast, powerful abilities, look really sick while doing them, and are even more powerful when paired with flexible systems.
Super quickly, hold on, I saw how the cape, I saw this clipping, but hold on. So in the last, I remember this from the last update. In the last update, they already had the camera work when Darius did this move, how it like zoomed in, it zoomed out. We had that. It looks way flashier in this one.
Mastering it.
Hold on, this animation
Our
specifically.
dream is making sure our champions have fast, powerful abilities, look really sick while doing them, and are even more powerful when paired with flexible systems.
It's way fleshed out
Gameplay
now.
that has quick, fluid movement at its core is extremely important to us. We believe there are a ton of opportunities for player expression and mastery through how you move. In Project L, you can walk, run, dash, chain dash, jump, long jump, and super jump.
That looks so...
That on top of that,
so smooth. I am well impressed. Also, hold on, that guy. that guy in the background. Hold on. That I am. I just need a second to take this in.
You can
it's
walk,
amazing.
run, dash, chain dash, jump, long jump, and super jump. And on top of that, many champions have their own unique air mobility options.
This looks cool.
Putting your champ in the right place at the right time is a skill that you can gradually get better at over time. We also want to incentivize action. This means making sure that your offense is rewarding and that your buttons are worth pressing. Plus, we think this makes playing and watching more exciting.
Okay, so genuinely, there's literally one thing that I don't like about fighting games, and they are doing it here as well. When you have an arena, I know it's a stupid detail. I don't like it when the arena ends, but like there is no ending. For example, here you could see that Echo bounced Jinx off of the end of the arena, but there is no end. There is not like a tree that she bounced off of. For someone like me who is somewhat new to fighting games, it is actually helpful to have the boundary to know where the arena ends. If there is no if there is no cutoff, sometimes just people are not used to how big the arena is. And I see that the same thing happened here. You can see that Jinx is gonna fly, and she's gonna bounce off of nothing right here.
Making sure that your offense is rewarding and that your buttons are worth pressing.
Just
Plus,
put a tree.
we think this makes playing and watching more exciting.
But the combat still looks amazing. It looks amazing.
We want you to have powerful buttons which are useful in a number
of... Was that a taunt? Super quickly. Was that a taunt or was that an ability? What did Jinx do? That look at... Jeez, look at her.
We want you to have powerful buttons which are useful in a number of ways, while also giving you the tools you need to defend against them.
Also, she has the hammer, which is...
We have a mix of big, clear defensive...
Also, very quickly, I wanna say that Jinx is new, because in the last version, she didn't have fully modeled face. If you go back to the last update, she had a static face with no real expression. Here, she's kind of crazy. Also, I very quickly want to mention, I like that they are doing a hybrid design between Arcane and what we have in League, because what we have in League is a bit too revealing, I would say. Again, it's not, you know, I don't really care. In fact, I think that League's design fits Jinx more, as, you know, she's supposed to be slightly crazy, or a bit more crazy. But if you want to push the game out towards the masses and towards kids, maybe, even though there is quite a lot of blood here as well, this design is better. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't scream madness like Jinx in League.
We have a mix of big, clear defensive options and some more nuanced systems that reward you for reading your opponent's next move. Those are just some of the basics, but I've still got more to cover today.
Very fast, which is cool
too. We were originally developing Project L to be a 1v1 game where 2 champions enter and 1 emerges victorious. But around 2 years ago, we made the pivot to a tag team assist-based fighter.
Yes.
Our tag systems are deep and flexible.
I was about to say, I have not seen a tag yet, so did they keep it or is it changed?
Aimed at helping you unlock your creativity. They work in tandem with our champions, allowing 2 champion teams to take down opponents together. We really felt like it gave us more space to create hype moments where our champions could live up to their fantasies. And I mean, who doesn't love a good team fight?
Okay, show me. Oh, so you don't swap? Oh, you do? Okay, you can swap, but you don't have to. That looks very interesting. Okay, the skills with that chomper alone, the skill ceiling immediately went to space. Because it's Jinx who is using the chomper, which means that Jinx is designed with abilities in mind so that she can bounce her own chomper. But then you have to take into account other champions who also have similar abilities that can also bounce chomper. This immediately skyrocketed the skill ceiling. That's this right here, I believe, right? Where's the chomper? There it is. And then you use Echo. That's crazy. That is...
All right, let's break down some of the things you just saw.
All right,
Your
yeah,
main
okay,
champion,
sure.
which we'll call your point, and your assist champion can set up some killer combos using all of our tag systems.
All right. I still don't...
But for today,
Okay, unless we play this, I don't think we'll fully understand the tag system, because I assume you can sometimes call your tag team partner and them like use an ability, but they don't swap the characters. But sometimes you can actually swap the characters. As, I don't know if there is a timer, or I assume they are gonna have shared health. You know, that makes sense, unless maybe they can be knocked out on their own. I would like to know the details on that.
Today, I want to focus on 3 of them. Assist actions, handshake tag, and dynamic save.
That's exactly, okay, that's exactly what I was just pointing out. That's basically, you swap, you use their supportive ability, and there is some kind of a block.
These names aren't locked, so they may be called something different the next time you see them.
Okay, that's exactly, okay, okay.
Assist actions are your bread and butter, and each champion has 2 they can perform from off screen. You can even hold the input to get a charged assist.
Cool.
Handshake tag lets you immediately swap between your point and assist champions
That's
as long as
exactly
they're both
what
on
I was
screen.
pointing out, yeah.
When combined with assist actions, it also lets you set up some really powerful pressure sequences, and you can even use these to extend your combos as well.
Ooh, I can feel the
The last
pressure.
tag system I want to talk about today is Dynamic Save, Project L's combo breaker. At the start of each match, you have access to your Dynamic Save ability. Dynamic Save lets you call your assist champion on screen in an attempt to save your point champion. If successful, the results can be explosive.
That is
But be
cool,
careful
I think.
about timing your Dynamic Save, because it can be countered if you're being too predictable.
That is crazy!
There's still more to uncover about our gameplay, but that's all we're ready to share for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll hand things back to Tom to say goodbye.
Super quickly before you say goodbye, I want to point out, I love how simple the game looks, but how complex it is at the same time. That's from what I've seen so far, that's exactly what Riot's been aiming for, and it seems to be working.
Thanks, Sean. We're pretty pumped about how things are coming together, and I hope you are too. As always, let us know what you think. Also, thanks to all the tournament organizers who met with us at EVO last summer to share your thoughts, feelings, and hopes for Project L's community and competitive scene.
Pretty cool.
We're making this game with you in mind, and we want to empower you to keep pushing our community forward. Finally, for those of you out there looking to get into fighting games for the first time, try finding a local scene in your area. Fighting
I'm
games,
one of
like
these.
most things, are way better when they're enjoyed
But
by
I don't
friends.
talk to people in real life,
FGC
so...
folks, help the new folks out by sharing your links in the comments. Thanks so much for everything, and stay tuned for more next year.
I have played a lot of Smash. The only thing that I really played is either against my brother or against the hardest AI. I have literally never played Smash against anyone else. I can beat the hardest AI somewhat easily, but I, I don't know what my skill ceiling is. Anyway, this seems to be shaping up really well, but there is one thing that I really want to dive into. The background! So, hold on. We got... Okay, so that guy... I don't even think that's someone from Shimon tribe, because with that massive beard, I immediately was like, is this someone from the Shimon tribe? No, I don't think so. This is probably a random guy. I wouldn't be surprised if they turned him into like a new character. Not like a new fighter, but new side character for the story of Project L. Because there is, I assume there is gonna be some story, there's gonna be some lore behind what's happening. Maybe there is gonna be a story mode, who knows. But we know that they have narrative writers on Project L. So something is gonna be happening there. What I'm interested in, I'm gonna mute it and I'm just gonna play it super quickly, is that, so hold on, that seems to be a 2D plane. I'm kind of looking at how the background is structured. Of course, this is only the second map that we've seen. The first one was the Piltover Bridge. This is definitely Ionian. There seems to be some 3D models. For example, on the very other side, there is a squirrel on a tree. That's 3D model. Now, that building right there, that seems to be 2D. I don't think that's a 3D plane, but then there is this stone that's 3D. So it's a nice combination. I mean, even the spell effects and the visual effects, there is a nice combination of 3D models and 2D effects, and it seems to be, I don't know now. Hold on. I think actually parts of the building in the back are 3D. Also, there are the little spirits. Oh, I just realized that's actually a giant stone axe from one of the giants from Mistfall. I mean, the environment looks... I just noticed, there's a little waterfall right there. That, like, the parallax is amazing on this as well. And the fox statue that you can see on the very other side, that's actually related to Spirit Blossom, because I forgot what's Ari's name in the Spirit Blossom. If it is the taker or the keeper. I don't know, the collector maybe? No, the collector is Thresh. I don't know, one of those. Doesn't matter. If you actually look at the loading screen for Nexus Blitz, you will see the exact same fox statue, because that's the fox statue of the Ionian legend. Just a little bit of lore there. Just a little bit of a proof that Riot is actually, they do care about the story that they will have here. But yeah, I am surprised. In fact, hold on, I just noticed you can actually see one of the little tiny foxes, which is, I don't think that's Ari, but you can see one of the, below the statue, there's actually a fox right there in the bush. One of the white foxes, ha! Anyway, I'm surprised, this looks so cool. Also, as I was editing this, I noticed two more things. First of all, on the right, you can see one of the monkeys that was recently revealed in Legends of Runeterra. But also, for a few seconds, in the very back, you can find the good old Cloud Drinker, which also comes from Legends of Runeterra. Obviously, some of the animations are not, for example, the facial animations I think are gonna be updated, because when Echo moves here, especially here when he's backing up, look at Echo's face. Actually, I think there is a way for me to slow it down, right? Playback. Look at Echo's face. Like, you can see it's unfinished because he doesn't really have any facial features. Then again, it doesn't matter, that's just polishing, but look at that. He's gonna back away, his face doesn't change. It's, sometimes it's changing for some of the animations, but you can see that, there's a lot of polish that needs to be done, but it looks still pretty cool. Like, if they, look at that. If it was an indie developer who shipped something like this, people will be totally fine with this. So now that we know that there's gonna be polish on top of this, it just looks beautiful. And yeah, so we got the basics of the gameplay. It's exactly what I expected. I was expecting, at least I was hoping we would get something simple with high skill ceiling. Once I saw the different combos with the bouncing and stuff, I was like, alright, we got exactly what Riot promised. So, yeah. That's gonna be a wrap here. I am glad I waited with the reaction for this, because this is pretty cool. I'm just blown away by what we're getting. Even though, we get an update once in a full moon, but here we are still drooling over a little bit of footage from Illaoi, and that's basically it. Then again, freaking Illaoi looks amazing as well. But yeah, And again, if you look at Illaoi too, you can see, you know, facial features. Nothing's there. And then, you know, okay, now here, that was a really cool facial feature, but hold on super quickly. When Jing got punched the first time, there was nothing there. Her face. Oh! Did you see that? Look at Jinx's face when she lands. Look. Stone face, and look what happens. Okay, anyway. You know, I'm not laughing at this because it's horrible. No, it's because this game is unfinished, but you know, it's just funny. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited to be someone who's not that good at fighting games and who can dive into a fighting game that's welcoming new players, because those games don't really exist. So yeah, everything looks amazing. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed a little reaction. I haven't done a reaction like this on my channel in a while. But yeah, I was working on Legends of Runeterra, so next video, we're diving into Mira, we're diving into Zolani, we're diving into Darkin and all sorts of nightmarish things. And also, TB Skyen is canon in the universe. Is that actually him? I wanna know if that's him.